Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for joining me here today for a brand new pick a card reading. For anyone that's new to the channel, hello and welcome in. My name is Melissa, and today's video is going to be looking into the topic, messages from your pet. So I've done this reading once before on my channel, and I recently received some feedback from some of you guys that you wanted an updated video, so I thought we would put another one out. What I'm going to be looking at today are just general messages that your pet wants you to know. So I'm keeping it pretty open-ended. We're just going to kind of get a temperature check to see how they're feeling and what they may want to say to you. This reading can really be for anyone out there, regardless of what type of pet you have. So whether you have a more traditional type of pet, like a dog or a cat, or something more exotic, you can definitely feel free to view this reading if it is something that you're drawn to. This can also be a great reading for any of you guys who may have a pet that's transitioned over to the other side, and you're looking for any sort of clarity or closure or just communication from them. So let's go ahead and get into some disclaimers. First and foremost, this is a general reading, so please keep in mind that some messages may resonate quite specifically to you while others may not. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Please don't get upset or take it personally if something in a general, widely distributed YouTube video isn't super tight and specific to your personal circumstances. Normally, I would say that if you wanted to book a personal reading, you can do so. All the details are linked in the description box below. You guys definitely can feel free to book a personal reading with me, but just know that this is not a topic that I would offer a personal reading on. This reading really should be viewed for like entertainment purposes only. I know that a lot of times it does resonate, so that makes it really fun, but I don't necessarily feel that this is an area of expertise that I'm ready to charge people for just yet, so just keep that in mind. If you do venture over to my booking site, you will not find an option for this type of reading there, and that's the reason why. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into our deck selection. So we're working with 3 piles today. Starting on the left with pile 1, this is the Magical Dogs Tarot and some Rose Quartz. For pile 2, this is the Weird Cat Tarot, and we have some Bumblebee Jasper. And for deck number 3, we have the Forest of Enchantment Tarot and some Agate. So when you guys are choosing your pile, try to choose with your intuition and your gut instincts versus your eyesight. I know that we're using a lot of animal-themed decks here, so don't pick it just because there's a certain animal associated with the deck. Really try to tap into your intuition and choose the one that feels the most connected to you, regardless of what it looks like or what kind of pet it might represent. So go ahead and take a deep breath, choose your deck. And when you guys have made your selection, you can scroll down to the description box to locate the timestamp that will take you to your selected reading. See you there? Hey, pile 1, if you guys picked out the Magical Dogs Tarot with the Rose Quartz little chip here, this is going to be your reading. So we're looking at general messages from your pet. So let's just kind of start with your tarot cards and see what comes through. We're going to be working with tarot, a couple oracle decks. At the end of your pile, I'm going to be using the Archetype cards just to kind of see how your pet perceives you as well. As I mentioned in the intro, guys, this is a general reading, and I don't necessarily feel like I'm a subject matter expert on this. I've only done a video like this one other time on my channel. So normally I would, let you guys know that you can always book a personal reading if you wanted to, but I probably would not charge, I wouldn't take personal readings on this topic. So just kind of keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and see for pile 1. I keep seeing the Lovers card. I don't know, it disappeared back in the deck, but let's see, what does pile 1's pet want them to know? Okay. So we have a 3 of Earth, which is the 3 of Pentacles. What does pile 1's pet want them to know? We have an Ace of Cups. I'm already getting like a really happy kind of giddy energy from this pet. I keep laughing, so I don't know if maybe your pet has like a silly personality or sense of humor. Let's see. We also have the 9 of Earth. Oh my goodness. And we have the 2 of Sea at the bottom. So this is so cute already, you guys. So your pet, just right off the bat, I think what they want you to know is that they love you so much. They see you really as like their companion, like ride or die. They love spending quality time with you. They feel like the two of you are really in sync and in harmony with each other. And with the Ace of Cups here, they just absolutely love you. This is like the purest unconditional love that we can get in the tarot. So they definitely have deep feelings and emotions towards you. For some of you guys, I'm seeing a lot of water imagery here. So for some of you guys, maybe your pet enjoys the water. Maybe you guys go swimming or take vacations to the beach. But it seems like for some, your pet enjoys being by the water, that's something they get a lot of happiness from. But yeah, they definitely have a lot of love for you with that Ace of Cups. And with the Three of Earth here, the cool thing too is you guys have Cups and you have Earth, which are Pentacles energy. So there's definitely like this vibe of your pet feeling very stable and grounded with you. So they feel very loved, but then they also feel very well taken care of, just like on a practical level. Your pet, I think, feels like you do a really good job of just like taking care of their needs. There may also be other pets in the house for some of you, because there's like this little image here. We have like two dogs together, and then there's like a third dog here building this little creative statue. So there could be an energy of like more than one pet in the house, or more than just the two of you in the house. And your pet kind of perceives that, like, if it's three of you or a group of you, they kind of perceive you guys as like all working really well together in this kind of cohesive unit. I'm also getting a message for some of you guys about training for some reason. Like if you guys are training your dog, it's like they're kind of perceiving this experience as the two of you working this out together. Okay, so it's like teamwork energy is what the Three of Earth is talking about. And there is like an artsy image here. So I don't know if some of you guys viewing pile number one are creatives or you're into art. Maybe your pet watches you doing art for some of you. That's literally being showcased there in that card. But with the Nine of Earth, I mean, this pet feels like they have all of their needs and more fulfilled. You guys may spoil your pet in the best way possible. Maybe like grooming is really important to you and your pet. Their personal care is being shown here, really coming to the forefront. Maybe your pet has really beautiful hair or a beautiful coat. But the Nine of Pentacles is also about being independent and self-sufficient. So your pet does also like having their own time, I think. Or the other energy I'm getting from this Nine of Earth is that even though they love and enjoy companionship, they also feel like self-sufficient if you're not there. So if any of you guys have been like worrying about this a little bit, I do think that your pet feels totally fine if they have to be like left alone at all for short periods of time, or you know, like they're okay. Like they're okay on their own 2 feet or 4 legs or whatever they have. It's like they can hold themselves down. Does that make sense? So let's go ahead and move into these little color Mage cards and see what other messages we can get. But yeah, your dog definitely is giving me like very well-maintained, spoiled, but in the best way possible. Just really, really happy energy from this dog. I don't know why I said dog, probably because we're using the dog deck, but it doesn't necessarily have to mean your pet is a dog. So we have the goldenrod here, stay committed. Let's get one more. Definitely very happy energy with that yellow. I think something else with your dog, why do I keep saying dog, you guys? I'm sorry, with your pet. Comment below what your pet is, if it is in fact a dog or not. But I think something else that's coming through with this dog, oh my God, I did it again, with your pet, is self-confidence, especially with that yellow energy, solar plexus energy coming through really strong. So maybe it's been a little bit of a work in progress for you guys to kind of like build up your pet's confidence with that teamwork energy. Maybe this is something to do with like the training piece that I was picking up on, but you know, that your pet is perceiving you guys as being very consistent to the process, very consistent in their life. You are committed to them. They are committed to you. Again, it's like this energy of them really feeling like the two of you guys are a team, a cohesive unit, okay? We also have La Luna, inner flow and cycle. That's beautiful. You guys also have power and legacy at the bottom. That's so cute. It's like this pet, really feels like you guys are like building an empire together, kind of. It's very cute energy. But with the La Luna card here, I think, again, this is kind of speaking to your pet really liking to go with the flow, really liking to kind of go within and spend that time alone, right? This is kind of telling me that your pet, it's like they feel like they're listening to to themselves. They're listening to their inner voice. Maybe they've learned some lessons leading up to this point around like being independent, or learned some lessons around their self-confidence and things like that. And they've learned how to better balance their emotions for some of you guys. Especially if your pet has been a pet that's maybe like experienced issues with reactivity in the past. I don't know. I'm just kind of getting with that cycle, inner flow and cycle energy, that there's been some sort of lesson that they've learned, and they've learned maybe how to better manage what is going on within themselves. There's also an energy here with La Luna of the moon. So that could literally be something with the moon. Maybe your pet being on its cycle, if they're a female pet, I don't know. Or just like enjoying being outside in the moonlight. Maybe this pet acts crazy during the full moon or something. I don't know, but that's coming through for someone out there. So let's grab one more oracle card, and then we'll see how they're perceiving you. So what else does pile one's pet want them to know? We have groundhog spirit, time to let go. Interesting. So there's definitely like this sentiment from your pet that I do feel that they're wanting a little bit more independence here, is what I feel. But it's not like in a negative way. I feel like your pet is wanting you to trust them a little bit more. It's like this energy of let go of the reins, let go of the hold, trust that I have the skills now that I need to be able to behave or do what it is that you need for me to do. There's like wisdom energy that I'm seeing in this card as well. Hold on, let's look together. Yeah, we have like this little hawk or falcon up here. It feels like your pet has learned a lesson, and now they're wanting you to trust them, that they got this, for some of you. Now, for others of you, this could be another type of message around like something else that your pet needs you to let go of. So I don't know if for some of you guys it is letting go of a problem in your life, letting go of a situation that your pet is aware of that's bothering you. Like there's something your pet is wanting you to release. For some of you guys, if you're viewing this and your pet has transitioned over to the other side, they may be asking you to let go of them for some reason. Maybe they feel that you are attached in an unhealthy way, and they're wanting you to let go so that you can heal. There's also forgiveness energy here coming through for someone. I definitely feel that your pet really loves you. I'm really being drawn to the groundhog holding the heart. And so if there's something that went wrong with this pet in the past, I do feel that they really love you and they forgive you and they want you to let it go. It's okay now is what they want to say. Okay. So pile one, we're going to close out with the archetype cards, and let's just kind of see how your pet is perceiving you right now. So how does pile one's pet perceive their energy? And I'm so sorry for any of you guys where your pet is not a dog, because I literally kept calling it a dog the whole time. Let's see. So we have the Exorcist coming up. Let's grab one more. How does pile one's pet perceive them? The Child Eternal. Oh, they love you so much, you guys. This is interesting here because the Exorcist talks about freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. We also have fear of facing your own demons. So I think, again, there's a message coming through from your pet that, like, they see you as helping them in some way. Like, I don't know if it seems like this pet had some sort of an issue in the past that they've had to work through, and they're perceiving you as being the person that really helped to release them of whatever that issue was. And I think this is why we have the message of time to let go, because they want you to know, like, they've got it, like, have confidence in them. They were able to work through whatever the issue was, and they feel more confident in themselves now. I think whatever the issue was may have been stemming from a lack of confidence. We also have the Child Eternal. So your pet may actually think that you're their child. For some of you, pets are funny. You know, sometimes they perceive us like they're the one taking care of us in a sense, or that they're the boss of us. And your pet does have boss energy a little bit, does very independent energy, but this says determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. So they see you as somebody who's like just a lot of fun. Like I said, they love you so much. I feel like this pet has a lot of fun together with you. Maybe they really enjoy playing with you. Again, like I'm getting the energy of liking to be outside with you and playing. But they really view you as like a kindred spirit. It's like very pure and very sweet. So pile 1, we're going to go ahead and close the message out there, but I'm definitely curious to hear from you in the comments how the message resonates with your pet. So please drop me a note down below and let me know. If you guys are not already, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. This way you are informed when I upload new videos. And if you do feel guided to support the channel through sending me a tip, you can feel free to do so by clicking the super thanks button right here on YouTube. Thanks guys. See you soon. Bye. Hey pile 2, if you guys picked the Bumblebee Jasper and the Weird Cat Tarot, this is going to be a reading. We are going to be getting messages from your pet. So like I was mentioning in the intro, you guys, this is just like a fun reading for entertainment purposes only. This would probably not be a reading that I would book a personal reading for. So if you guys, normally I always advise you guys like, you're more than welcome to book a personal with me on really most topics on my booking site linked below. But I just want to set expectations that this is not really a reading that I feel like I'm a subject matter expert in enough where I would charge people for a reading. So just keep in mind, I have this video here for you, but it's for entertainment and I wouldn't book on this topic. So anyways, let's go ahead and we're just going to get into what your pet wants you to know. So maybe some of you guys who picked this deck do have a cat, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. As I was mentioning in the intro, you guys want to just make sure you pick the deck that resonated with you, regardless of what deck it is. So let's see. For pile 2, what does their pet want to say to them? So we have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Swords. And we have the 7 of Swords. We have the Page of Cups at the bottom. So one thing that's jumping out right away with the Page of Cups is that your pet really loves you a lot. I think that your pet loves you a lot, and I think that your pet maybe wants you to express your love to them a little bit more. I think your pet may also have a unique way of expressing their love to you. I'm not sure what that is. I think it'll be different for everyone, but pages are typically about communication. So think about like in your situation, how does your pet communicate with you? Is it through like a gesture that they do? Is it through body language? Is it through the way that they like literally bark or whatever sounds that they make? Your pet wants you to know how much they love you. And I think that your pet loves you for everything about you, your flaws and all. Because I'm really being drawn to how this cat is looking at the snake here, which is kind of like an unlikely duo. And snakes get a bad reputation sometimes, but I think even some of your more shadow sides, your pet still loves. I think some of you guys too who chose this pile, I'm wondering if you've gone through like a recent change in your life and your pet is like detecting this and picking up on this, because snakes can also signify rebirth, like shedding of skin. And so maybe your pet is also picking up on this as well, that you're going through this rebirth, this change in your life, and they still love you even through the change, whatever that is or what that means for you. So that was like a whole tangent that we just went off on here, but hopefully that made sense for some of you guys out there. So getting into these cards. So I think that your pet definitely feels very zen around you with the 2 of Swords. I definitely pick up that this pet feels very relaxed and very calm in your household, in your presence. I also do think that this pet Maybe this is a pet that doesn't always outwardly show like how they feel. I keep picking up on that because even it's like they really wanted you to know how much they love you. But we have a couple cards here that sort of indicate that your pet may not be the most like expressive in that way, however it would express. Because the Two of Swords is sort of about like not expressing anything, staying kind of quiet and to yourself and neutral. And we also have the Seven of Swords, which can be about kind of hiding or being a little sneaky. Maybe some of you guys actually do have a pet snake. You know, maybe that is the pet that I'm channeling here for someone out there. But there is this energy with the Seven of Swords of being a little bit like maybe your pet is a little stealthy or they're a little sneaky or they don't really like to show you who and what they truly are. Because if you guys look at this right here, this is a dog that's dressed up like a cat. So it's kind of like incognito. It's like pretending to be something that it's not to avoid like being vulnerable or to be a little tricky. So there is an energy of your pet sort of like maybe withholding or avoiding always outwardly expressing, but just know that deep down inside, they do have a lot of love for you. This pet also, I think, does have like kind of a tricky, kind of silly personality at times, like a little sneaky, mischievous energy to them. Because again, like this is just so cute and funny to me. This is like a dog literally pretending to be a cat. So there may be some sort of sneaky or silly behavior that your pet likes to do that brings them joy. They like being a little sneaky. But with the Eight of Pentacles here, I also think this pet is perceiving you guys, like another message I'm getting from this pile is that your pet is perceiving you guys as being very hardworking. Like, and with the Two of Swords being next to it, I do kind of feel for some of you guys out there watching pile 2 that maybe your pet is feeling like you don't always see them at times. So the messages can be like kind of flipped here. Maybe they're perceiving you guys as being really wrapped up in your work and not always having time to notice them with the Two of Swords. Maybe there is another pet in the house. Like if this is not a dog, maybe there's another pet in the house that is a dog that this pet is perceiving as being sneaky or like annoying in some way. I don't know. But there's definitely a few mixed messages here for pile 2. So let's, because there's definitely something here with the Eight of Pentacles about work. Like they're definitely seeing you as being very hardworking. But I also wonder if, like this is why they feel so peaceful is because of whatever they're perceiving you do as work. You know, like the work that you're doing is keeping them calm and happy. I don't know. Let's see. Let's clarify here. Whoop. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Too many flying out. So what does pile 2's pet want to say to them? We have the pumpkin, dance for life and love. Okay. We also have chocolate indulgence. Okay. So this pet definitely has a lot of fun being around you. But the other thing that I'm kind of getting here with these 2 cards coming out is that I think that your pet is desiring more fun. Like there definitely feels as though there's some sort of potential distraction going on from this pet's perspective. And I do think that if there hasn't been a lot of time lately for fun or indulgence, that your pet is wanting that from you. With the pumpkin energy, dance for life and love. So this pet, I'm so used to reading on people. So this pet, I think, is wanting you guys to do more fun, exciting things together. They want to play with you. Maybe even playing and being mischievous is the way that this pet expresses its love, right? And we also have indulgence here. So there's something here about like this pet wanting to really indulge in something. I don't know if they are wanting treats or sweets or there's something that they want that maybe they don't feel like they're getting as much of right now. Maybe this is where the sneaky energy is coming in. Maybe they're sneaking around to get chocolate or sneaking around to get treats or something. Or trying to be cute and manipulate you into getting treats. I don't know. But they definitely are wanting a little bit more fun from you, is what I feel. So let's grab one of these here. And then we'll look to see how they're perceiving you guys. So what does pile two's pet want to say to them? The dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Yeah, you see, there's some change or transition that's happening with the flamingo spirit. This says embrace the in-between. I think that your pet wants you to know that they're okay with whatever's going on with the Page of Cups and the flamingo spirit. I think that they're definitely perceiving that there's some changes happening, and even though I think they're wanting a little bit more from you than what they're currently getting, they still love you and they're okay. Like, this is telling me that they are going with the flow. You know, they're staying neutral. They're embracing the situation for what it is, okay? Like, they're not upset at you or anything like that. I do feel that your pet perceives you as being loyal to them, faithful. But it's a dog here, which to me, like, dogs are a little bit more of a needier type of pet, right? Like, you can't, it's not like a cat where you can just like leave it alone and it's like fine by itself, you know, for a while. So I keep picking up again that there's something that this pet is like, they need more, even though they're okay. There is sort of like an energy that like they want more from you. They want to be closer to you than maybe what you guys are. Let's go ahead and transition into how they're perceiving you guys for pile number 2. So this is definitely an interesting energy because the message is like not as cut and dry as what I was getting in pile 1. So let's see for pile number 2. What does this pet want to, or how does this pet perceive my pile 2 viewers? How does their pet perceive them? We have the athlete, okay. We also have the servant. I don't know why that's funny to me that they perceive you as their servant, but yeah, there is kind of that energy of them wanting to, they want more from you. You know what I mean? Like the servant, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Using the lack of money as an excuse to not move forward with life. Yeah, I feel like your pet is perceiving you as someone that really caters to them, someone that takes care of them, you know, someone that freely gives to them without expecting anything in return. And I do think that they want more of this energy from you. If there's a transition going on and your energy's been a little displaced, they're wanting more from you. But I also kind of feel like this pet is just a little like, maybe they're a little needier in general with the dog spirit coming up here. So I don't want you guys to feel bad like you're not meeting their needs, because you are. Like I said, they love you, but I think they just want more. We also have the athlete. This says dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. I wonder if for some of you guys, this is like a service animal. Because this is saying dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps. This is supposed to be how they perceive you, but I wonder for some of you guys out there if this is a service animal, and this could be why the work is coming up, because this pet actually works. Like they have a real job. You know what I mean? They're not just like a pampered, spoiled house pet for some of you guys, which even if they were, that's fine. But I think that might be, for some of you, that's like kind of how they perceive their role, is that they're the one that's taking care of you in a sense. But for others of you, this is telling me that this pet perceives you as being very... Yeah, that would make sense with the servant too. Like maybe they feel that they serve you in a way, that they're loyal to you in this way because they take care of you. But for others of you, they perceive you as being very strong. You know, they see you as someone that is protective over them, physically protecting them and physically strong in a good way. Maybe again, there's an energy here for some of you guys too of like, maybe something that you enjoy doing with your pet is athletic. So maybe there's like something that this dog likes to do for like work that is more like athletic in nature, some sort of activity that you guys do together, and they're perceiving you in this way. So this is definitely an interesting reading pile too. I definitely feel like I was getting a ton of not mixed, but just a ton of different messages all across the board. So I would definitely be curious to hear kind of like what aspects of it resonate with you and your situation. So please drop me a comment down below and let me know. If you guys are not already, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. This way you are notified when I upload new videos. And if you ever feel guided to support the channel through sending me a tip, you can always do so by clicking the super thanks button. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in another one very soon. Bye. Hey, Pile 3, if you guys picked out this little agate crystal with the Forest of Enchantment Tarot, this is going to be your reading. We are getting messages from your pet. So we're going to start off actually with tarot, and we're just going to see what your pet wants you to know, what they want to say, what's their energy, etc. If you guys missed the intro, just know that this is not a topic that I would do a personal reading on just yet. Just because, I don't know, like I don't feel that I'm like an expert at reading the energy of animals in that way. So if any of you guys did feel inclined to book a personal on this topic, just know that is not something I'm offering just yet. But let's go ahead and see. So what does Pile 3's pet want them to know? So we have the 10 of Spells, which is the 10 of Wands. We have the 2 of Challenges, which is the 2 of Swords. We also have the Ace of Spells, which is the Ace of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Spells, which is the 2 of Wands. Lots of Wands energy here, which has to do with movement, action, efforts, things like that. I feel like your pet wants you to know that it's time to make a decision here, because you have 2 cards here that are kind of both in a way talking about making a decision. I don't know what kind of pet you guys have necessarily, but there's definitely an awareness that they have to maybe a needed change that is coming down the pipeline, or that they want to come, or that's being explored right now potentially. I feel like your pet perceives you as someone that can do anything. Like maybe you guys work with your hands, or you're really good with things in the outdoors. This is something that your pet notices, because it's like they see you as being like magical in a sense, like being able to fix anything, being able to create anything. There's something about the work you do or a skill that you have that this pet is connecting with. There may be a lot of people around this pet right now, or just a lot of, I don't want to say chaotic energy, because I'm not really feeling chaos from this, but with the 10 of Wands, this is typically when there is like a burden. You know, like there's a burden that we're carrying on our shoulders. And in this depiction of the 10 of Wands, we actually have a group of people here that are supporting each other. So I do feel like your pet is wanting to support you. I do feel that they may need some extra support from you. So it could be like flipped. It could be vice versa, where they feel like they're needing the support. They feel like they need you to kind of take some burdens off their shoulders. This could have to do with your pet's energy levels with the Ace of Wands, because the Ace of Wands is making me think of like high energy or spurts of energy, or, you know, excited energy. But it's also an energy that's kind of like quick to burn out. So maybe your pet is feeling burnt out right now for some reason. Maybe this is an older pet, right? So maybe this is kind of a situation where no matter what, just because of their age, the energy levels may be a little lower. That can't really be helped. But I think they want you to know that they do still get some spurts of energy where they feel really good. But there's definitely an energy of like burdens, and there's an energy of support and help coming through here, whether it being like they are perceiving you as being burdened and they want to help, or vice versa, where they're feeling burdened and they need your help. Yeah, I keep getting with the Two of Challenges that there's like a decision that needs to be made. There's something here about looking in the mirror too. I don't know if this pet looks at themselves in the mirror a lot or something, but it's like, I don't know why I keep reading that more as your energy, and like the way your pet is perceiving you, pile 3, is like that you have some reflection to do or a choice to make. This energy feels just like very observant and very like elevated for a pet. I don't know. I hope that makes sense what I mean by that. Like, I don't know if this pet has already transitioned over to the other side for some of you who picked pile 3, but it almost feels like they're giving you like some sort of wise sage advice right now, where it's like they want you to really reflect and look in the mirror and make the right choice, whatever that means for your situation. So let's continue. Let's grab some of these color Mage cards and see what else they want to say. We have Cornflower. Stand up to the elements. Yes, there's something here. There's some sort of a challenge here. Let me see. I said the dragon, power and legacy. Yeah, there's definitely something about energies coming in. And look at this, the canyon, deep perspective. So there is some sort of like really, this pet is very like emotionally intelligent, I feel. Yeah, with the cornflower coming up here, there's certainly something that's coming up here for your pet around like energy levels. Stand up to the elements. So there could be something going on in your environment that they're feeling like they're burdened by, or that they have to fight off. Or again, this could be the way they're perceiving you, because of the I see that it could be either way. And we do have the number 55 here. Number 5 is being all about challenges and changes. 5 plus 5 equals 10, you know, which reduces down to a 1. So it's like new beginning energy. And it's, yeah, like there's something being magnified here around like a change or like a difficult time for this pet. And I think that this is why we have this exhaustion energy of needing support, because there's something going on for them where they feel kind of maybe tired, or again, they're perceiving you as being tired. This pet with the dragon, it's interesting we have dragon twice. Maybe you guys have some sort of a like reptile pet. I don't know, like a bearded dragon or something. For some of you, that's coming up twice in a row. But power and legacy. So this is kind of talking about long-term. I think the power is talking more about the energy levels message that I was getting. But when I think of power and legacy, like there's a message here about thinking about the long term of the situation. So like whatever decision you're making, thinking about the legacy that you want to leave behind, or that you and this pet want to leave behind. Thinking long term. Thinking long term, maybe about with regard to this energy stuff here, like the energy levels. So let's see. Let's get one of these oracle cards here. We have the mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. So there's some details that you guys might be missing right now. With regard to this situation, your pet is asking you to look a little closer at something. Whether it's something to do with them and their health, because I am kind of getting a little bit of a health message for some of you guys here, but if that's not the case, it's like there's something that this pet is wanting you to look closer at, pay closer attention to, really look at the details, because you may be missing something. So in this case, we may need to kind of zoom the lens in and look and examine it from a closer perspective. I also think dealing with the smaller things, one thing at a time, can help to manage that overall feeling of overwhelm, you know? So instead of like, if you guys are the ones that your pet is seeing that you're overwhelmed, like if this pet is transitioned over to the other side, they're looking down on you and they're like, one thing at a time, like pick one thing at a time to take off your plate. And this is going to help you in the long term to preserve energy, and things will get better. So this is interesting, pile 3. This definitely feels very serious to me. Like your pet is a little stern, but wise. So I want to now look to see how this pet is perceiving you. The other thing too that I want to mention is with the blue here, this is throat chakra energy as well. And you guys also have the canary spirit here, which says sing your own song. So there could be something here about your voice, your communication style, needing to stand up for yourself. Or on the flip side, maybe there's something about your pet and the way that it's able to express itself that is coming through here. So let's see. How does pile 3's pet perceive them? We have the engineer, ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Yeah, like kind of like I was getting here. It's like your pet really sees you as someone who has all the answers. Like you're magical, you are smart, you're intellectual, like you can solve problems for them. You know what I mean? They're perceiving you as being highly intelligent. And I think that there is a level of trust that they have in you to fix things. Okay. And we also have the trickster. Transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior, manipulating others through duplicity. I think that your pet is also perceiving something about your energy to be a bit unpredictable at times. You guys also have the rebel card here at the bottom. So there could be something that you guys do that your pet is perceiving as being a little bit unpredictable. Like this is also echoing the message of magical though too. Like I keep saying they feel like you're magical. But there's certainly something here about you guys doing things differently sometimes. Maybe they literally perceive you as being kind of a trickster at times. But this can also be interpreted more like as a playful energy as well. Like maybe this is coming through when you and your pet are playing together, where it kind of makes sense that you would have trickster energy. But I also kind of see this as like an energy of keeping things interesting and keeping things exciting here with the Ace of Wands. Like something about the way that you guys can be unpredictable or do things differently, like every once in a while sort of piques their interest is what I feel from this. For others of you, though, I would just be mindful that if your pet is sort of in a lower level of energy, like if you're resonating with some of the messages around like their health or their well-being feeling a little drained, there could be something here for you guys to be mindful of with regard to being too unpredictable, because with you guys picking out this agate, I do feel that your pet is needing stability right now from you. They do see you as the person that can provide this for them and the person that can like solve their problem. But just be mindful if you think that your behavior is being a little too inconsistent with them or unpredictable, that this could be contributing to the stress that they're experiencing if they are experiencing stress. So this is interesting, pile 3. I would definitely like to hear from you in the comments how it resonates with you and what kind of pet you have and what's been going on with you guys. So please drop me a comment down below and let me know. If you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. This way you're notified when I upload new videos. And if you do ever feel guided to support the channel, you can always tip me by clicking the super thanks button. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Bye.